Hello, for joining me here today with Sterling and Scooby. Sterling and Scooby. It's hard to point because the way you point is opposite of the camera is facing you, so everything's opposite. It's like a mirror. Anyway, I'm going to show you guys how to make poke. It is so easy. And you know what? I already made it. And because it turned out so good, I got super excited and I just wanted to make this video right away. But I will go out and get more ingredients and make this again soon because it's super healthy and I can eat it all the time. I could, if I had to eat a dish every single day for the rest of my life, I don't know how many times I've said that, this might be it. So it looks a little weird right now, but that's okay because it's marinating and that's the beauty of poke. So it is very easy. And it's a lot easier when I go get my recipe card and I bring it. Are you going to say hi? Okay. That's the beauty of live videos, right? Sterling. Good boy. Would you like to come into the view of the camera? There we go. That's look at it. You can smell this. I can smell you. Stay. Good boy. Okay, this is really easy, guys. So the first thing you want to do is find yourself the highest quality ahi or big eye tuna. Now, you can supplement for other fish if you really like salmon or some other type of seafood. Fish is the best. Technically, you could use like scallops or something. Just it needs to be sushi grade or some kind of grade that you can at least eat raw and not get sick. So it's the same as like sushi. But the best one's made with tuna. You can't see that. And so ahi tuna is like the king of the tuna. It's so beyond delicious, but we are kind of overfishing them, and we're beginning to farm them quite a bit, so that's good, but still overfishing them. And there's a big switch right now, not a switch, but an alternative fish, which is big eye tuna. It tastes very similar. It's the closest tasting fish to ahi tuna. All right, then you're going to need one small or a half of a medium-sized one if you want, a sweet type onion. It can be any color. It doesn't really matter as long as it's more of the sweet type than the pungent type. Now, let me tell you something. When you cut up an onion, if it makes you cry a lot, that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be pungent. It means it has a lot of gaseous, has a lot of the gases that make you cry in the onion, and that's not necessarily equivalent to pungency. It is technically sulfuric, but if it is in a gas form and it releases when you're cutting into it and you're dicing it small, then it released, and so therefore there may not be a lot of pungency in the onion. Anyway, I used a small red onion, which is less pungent than a fully grown one. I used next green onion, 3 of those. I used about 2, I want to say 2 pounds of ahi, so 2 nice sized steaks, about like that. And some of it was it had some tough fibers in between the meat. And I ended up cutting that part off, and that went to dog food. Don't get me wrong. It's delicious and it's totally edible. It's just sometimes my dogs deserve a treat because they're so cute. Fresh grated ginger. I used a good tablespoon plus of fresh grated ginger. Soy sauce, probably about 4 tablespoons. 4 tablespoons. That might be like 1/8 of a cup or something at that point. Let's use 4 tablespoons. Sesame oil, 1.5 tablespoons. Sriracha. Now you can use as much or as little of all these ingredients as you like, but if you use them in the amounts that I'm giving you, then it's a very good ratio. Then sriracha, or whatever kind of spicy you like. Typically, they use chili flakes in it, but I like the sriracha. The spice gets all around. Put as much as you like in. Use hot sauce. I don't care. Anything pepper. You're gonna want to use like a red pepper type, though. The ones that are kind of sweet but also spicy. Some sea salt. I added some sea salt, even though there's a lot of soy sauce, and it just adds a different dimension of saltiness to it. Mango. Go ahead and chop up mango into bite-sized pieces. You'll see in my bag here the size of mango that I have, but you can make it smaller. And so I have cubes about this big, so that's ½ an inch. And my fish is chopped to about ½ inch cubes as well. Next, mango. You can add pineapple. There were no ripe pineapples, and you know what? Honestly, I'm happy I didn't put pineapple in this, but it would be delicious with pineapple. All of these things, by the way, work as tenderizers. Almost all of this works as tenderizers on the fish. So yeah, mango, pineapple, cilantro. I put about a third of a cup of cilantro in there. If you don't like cilantro, don't add it. That's okay. I think it's pretty important. Hemp seeds. So here's the deal. There's controversy over hemp seeds because they're the whole marijuana thing and everything like that. But if you don't want hemp seeds, I'm using hemp seeds because it's part of a medicinal diet that I'm eating because I have arthritis in my back and knees, and they're really, really good for me. If you don't want that, then use sesame seeds. That's what's traditionally used. I also like hemp seeds flavor, and they have a kind of oily texture like pine nuts. Hydrated wakame. So wakame is a finely chopped, dried, very light. It has a lot of flavor, but it's very light seaweed, easy to crunch through. So I rehydrated it. I just put it in a cup with some hot water, and then I moved it around until it was all pretty hydrated, and it will feel like seaweed when it rehydrates. And then I squeezed the water out of it, and then I did that a couple more times. So I didn't make it really, really seaweedy. We don't want that overcoming all of this. And I used about a quarter cup of wakame, which then hydrates into about a ½ a cup. So it doubles in size. And then honey, I used a good 6 to 8 tablespoons of honey. And that's it, guys. Mix it all together really well. Stick it in a bag, squeeze all the air out of the bag, and then put it in your fridge, and it's good to go. The next thing you do is make sushi grade rice. Highly recommend you use a sushi grade, but if you like basmati or you like brown rice or something, or you want to put it over a salad, or you just want to eat it on its own, that's fine. Do that. Typically, it's served over the rice. As for this, whatever kind of seeds you use pine nuts. You can use black and white or whatever, sesame seeds of any kind of seeds. Add a nice little bits of something in there, but otherwise it's just really everything is soft because the marinating process will make all of this soft, very soft, and then the rice is very soft, so it just adds a textural element that's really nice. That's it. There's sweet, there's salty, there's not really, well, there's some bitterness from the cilantro. There's some sour or more like tart acidity that comes from the mango and pineapple if you added that. And oh, I almost forgot. I put a whole lime worth of juice, and then if you squeeze a ½ a lime and all those little bits of lime that are sticking out, I use my knife to slice those off and pop those in there as well. Whew, almost forgot that. So much more acidity coming from that. Yeah. Anyway, everything just becomes really, really balanced. And there's a sweet and a salty aspect going on, and that fruity element coming from the mango and or pineapple, if you want in your dish. Guys, make this. It's absolutely delicious. Once again, it is raw seafood. If you don't like that, then you won't like this. But So let's put it this way. If you don't like this, then you don't like any raw seafood, because this is amazing. Have a great day, and God bless, if I can, there it is, end the stream.